Welcome to Hope Television Network, bringing hope to nations. Today, I don't know where you are, but I could say good morning or good afternoon, good evening. This is a station, an online station where you can be guaranteed to have your spirit revived, to have your life revived, and to that we remain committed. Today, in a special way, we want to look at a topic that has been quite of concern in regards to our present generation, in regards to the present challenges of the world, and this is what is commonly known as abortion. With me today on the panel is one of the people who has been at the forefront of building families, working with the youth, and also from who comes from a medical background. She's a medical doctor. Please welcome Dr. Etima, Monica, on the show. You're welcome, Doctor.
Thank you, Vincent.
Yes, Doctor, tell us what do you do? What have you been doing, and how do you come to be a doctor that seems to be exalting and highlighting some of the challenges with abortion? What is your background? What informs you?
So I'm a pediatrician by training, and it was around the 90s that I got an invitation to go for training. And that time in Uganda, HIV was at the peak. And after this training, I received a burden that I can do something about this. And that time it was HIV, and this led me to start working with the youth. And as years went on, and as we talked to them about behavior change and the youth, we realized these youth have a big problem, and they need help. So that took me more and deeper into youth ministry, working with young people. And one of the problems, as you say, is them getting pregnant and then they are not ready. And once they are not ready, what is the quick fix? And with the current trend of things, the quick fix is the easier way, which is get rid of it. How will they see me pregnant? Actually, recently, some university students told me, my figure will be spoiled. So as we see them get rid of these babies, you see the pain they go through. So today I think we are here to say you don't have to go through that pain. Others have gone through it for you.
Okay. Now, Doctor, there are two people involved in this. There is the mother, or I think also the father, but there is also the unborn child. Now, when we talk of abortion, because many times we look at abortion as just a moral issue, is it about choices, or is this unborn child actually a child who has also rights? Please explain to us, what do we actually mean by abortion?
So once fertilization has taken place, there is a zygote. And we believe that life begins there. There is a person, there is a soul right there, and there is a human being. So anybody who tries intentionally removes that with the intention of killing, getting rid of this, is actually carrying out an abortion. And sometimes it's referred to as criminal abortion, but it's the intentional removal of a fertilized egg. True. Something which has become a zygote, and something we believe is human. The only difference is may not be seen, and the age may be in a matter of hours or days. So that is abortion.
Yeah, true. Doctor, actually you just point at something that I know in Jeremiah, for those who are believers, who are Christians, Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. has this to say. I think before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I dedicated you a prophet to the nations. I appointed you. So that one is really a good foundation. But many people look at it as just a moral issue. Is there scientific proof that the unborn child actually has any characteristics of a living human? For example, can it feel? Can it feel the pain? Is there any sense?
Yes. Now, with the advance of technology, this has also helped the medical field in that people have viewed this process right from its start. So you really see a baby able to suck the fingers, and you see the heart beating, you see the bones already formed. So with this three-dimensional advancement in technology, it's real. With the ultrasound, sometimes it's not very easy to figure out, but now things are changing, and somebody has a choice to view this child from whatever stage. And this takes us to the whole mystery of life. Mystery of life, it's really God who is the author. They say all the heads combined cannot do that, cannot manufacture a human being. So it's a mystery that is of God.
Amen. Amen. You just remind me of an experience I had. I have two beautiful daughters, and we had an opportunity to actually view them while they were still in the womb. You could see that actually every instance, I don't know who those professionals, what they call them, but every time light was subjected to them, you could see them avoiding it. And it was, for me, very interesting to actually appreciate that this was a normal human being who had actually some feelings, who could detect, their environment change, and this is quite interesting. Now, doctor, from your work, from your experience with the youth, and also some of the organizations that have done studies, how deep is this problem? How serious is this problem, at least starting from Uganda, in your view?
So in Uganda, I must say it's real, and we may not have up-to-date statistics, but there were some studies done in 2009. We have one which reported about 300,000 abortions carried every year. And remember, that is just an estimate, and so many are not reported. That was an estimate. Then in 2010, there was also another study done among secondary schools in Kampala, and it showed students between S3 and S6, at least 20% have ever aborted.
Are we actually talking about 300,000 people killed in cold blood?
Yes, sometimes people don't connect this to killing. Yesterday we had an incident in this country where a policeman, an army man, killed 7 people, and the whole nation is sad. But every day, I can assure you, in the clinics, wherever, millions of defenseless, voiceless babies are being killed.
It's 300,000 is serious to this extent that 300,000 per annum. You are talking of about over 10,000 per month, and you are talking of about if you take for a month that has 30 days, you are actually looking at close to 500 death per day. It's such a serious concern. Now, it's very strange that this is not talked about. It is very strange. Don't you find it really strange that it doesn't get the attention it deserves?
Maybe we have different passions, but I think where we've reached, some people have to start talking.
Mm.
And talking and directing people to the truth. I still look at abortion as a symptom of something. It is something. So what is the underlying cause?
Yes.
What makes somebody abort?
Yeah.
Because
please tell us
yes.
in your study and experience, what is this that leads really to abortion?
So there are very many reasons, sometimes depending on the age or circumstance of this person. One of the reasons given is I have to continue with my education. I just can't carry a pregnancy now. What will my parents say? And that's for a student. What will my parents say? Then for a woman, sometimes even a married woman, it's like the child has come too soon. Or sometimes it's my choice. I don't want stress, with the current, this generation, everything is stressful. A child is stressed, is looked at as a burden. So somebody says, I don't want stress now. So they get rid of the child. Sometimes it comes from the angle of unfaithfulness. Somebody was unfaithful, then conceived, and with, of course, still advancement of technology, maybe this child will be discovered. So what they do, they go and get rid of the child. So there are many reasons. Of course, rape, many people say, if it's rape, I cannot carry that pregnancy. But there's a saying that each time there's a conception, God has smiled. So regardless of what circumstance somebody has been conceived, God has a plan for that person. So there is no reason whatsoever where another man makes a choice, or woman makes a choice or decision or laws to get rid of somebody.
Amen. You just remind me of an experience that David in the Bible encounters. Solomon is a son of a relationship that was never meant to be. Second son to David and Uriah's wife. Even when God had actually threatened death to visit David, and then he repents. So you can see that indeed, to back up what you just said, regardless of the circumstances, if there is a life, then God indeed has smiled. And you mentioned something about choice. What comes to me is the mystery that a child, an unborn child, has their own body system intact and not woven together with the mother's. That you can have a child born HIV negative when the mother is HIV positive is a clear demonstration that these are two different people. So if the mother has a choice, what about the unborn child?
Yes, now these days we're in a time of rights and choices. It's my choice, it's my choice. So the question is, who chooses for that one who cannot speak? Who chooses for the voiceless? And even though we are saying it's a woman's right, what about, she's a woman most probably. If she's a girl child, or a girl baby for that matter, who makes the choice for her? She also has a choice to live. So it's the mother who would be deciding for this child to live. And this takes me to a personal testimony. In 1969, when my mother conceived our brother, she went for her antenatal care, and she was told, you have a young baby. The best is to get rid of this person. And Mom walked out of that place, and she never went back. I thank God for her courage, for knowing that there is a time where somebody is superior to a doctor.
Yeah, true.
Yes, so she gave my brother a chance to live. So there are many women out there who can give that chance to that child to live, because we don't know what this person will be in the future. And I've seen doctors who were supposed to be aborted, but the mothers took the other choice. I've seen university students whose mothers really made a difficult decision. There is one at the moment in one of our universities. He was a child out of rape, but the mother decided. And we've supported her up to this time. The child is now in university doing medicine.
Wow.
And I'm so grateful for that difficult choice.
Wow. That's a powerful way. You know, God works in strange ways. But what comes out is the fact that no one has a monopoly of life, because yes, choices, I have choices, but even the unborn child, though they are not able to speak, they should be allowed to actually have their own right of life.